Redoing this trip as more of a documentary style was supposed to be a winter project. Well, last week out here it was 50 degrees and sunny and green for a few days. It reminded me I was behind on this project, but since this is Michigan, this weekend it snowed about 6 inches. It's still currently about 20 degrees outside and most of that snow is still on the ground. So we got plenty of time to talk about day 3 of Big Trip Out West. Day 3, 300 miles from Green River, Utah to Zion, and then a little bit further on to Kanab for the night. So some excitement for today, not just the super slab that the previous 2 days had. Similar to that first day, there was a lot of excitement, so I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and tried to get back to bed, but seeing that it was almost 80 degrees already and remembering the heat that I went through yesterday, it was time to get up and go. I was all packed up and on the road before 5, headed to the nearest Arby's. That seemed to be the only breakfast in town, but they didn't open for another hour, so just grabbed some Pop-Tarts from a gas station and hit the slab with a full tank. Well, like I said about yesterday, this Green River was the only exit with services for 100 miles. That's why I got into the 100 miles no service section, and there were plenty of overlooks with restrooms, so my bathroom needs would be met the entire time. There are also plenty of signs advising against drowsy driving, encouraging people to pull over, take a rest, go ahead and sleep in the rest area. Very different than some of the rest areas I've seen that have a lot of no overnight, no camping type signs. So I really enjoyed coming out of Denver, but this was even better. I didn't think it could get better. It was better. The curves, the sun was coming up, there was nobody around. It was really interesting for me to see a caution curve ahead, 75 mile an hour speed limit. You know, the speed limit was 80 here, but the caution curve ahead 75, and that's faster than the speed limits back home. Then a little while later I was off the interstate and on the back roads, and the roads were pretty cool. There were some large tar patches everywhere and it jostled the bike around pretty good. Back home, the sign curve ahead usually brings a smile to my face, but here that sign curve ahead was accompanied with no trucks over 25 feet. I took that to mean lots of tight twisties ahead, and I was right. Zion was the main target of today. I had seen Cedar Breaks National Park on the map and figured I'd stop there too. It was right along the way. The way I came in, I didn't see a ranger booth, so I got in for free. Stopped, took a quick picture, and headed on down the road because I really wanted to get to Zion. The back roads here were in really great condition. In fact, the GPS showed me off-road several times, so it must be brand new roads in the area. Eventually, I got to a sign that said Zion this way, and I was really excited to be real close. But it seemed like I was going a long ways on this road. I hadn't got to the entrance of Zion yet. Finally got to the entrance, and I stopped to get a picture with the sign. It seemed like everybody was stopping to get a picture with the sign. So I politely waited my turn, but a lot of people were taking a lot of time climbing over the sign, taking turns with this person in front, that person in front. Eventually, a group of 3 motorcycles came the other way. While they were getting their picture, I went up and offered the third guy. I said, "Hey, why don't you get in there? I'll take your picture." And so did that. And then they came back and said, "Well, could we take your picture?" I said, "Perfect." And then they were a little confused because I ran away from them because I wanted to get the bike in the picture. I didn't come 2,000 miles to get my picture in front of the sign. I wanted me and my bike in front of the sign. So moved on into Zion. It was very hot again, and I knew I'd be just crawling 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour through the main road of Zion, so I'm usually an all gear all the time kind of guy. I left the jacket off, and it wasn't long of following camper trailers and RVs at 10 miles an hour and a couple pullovers just to stop and take it all in that I decided I didn't need the helmet anymore. So I was looking for a way to strap the helmet to the back seat of the bike. I was really concerned about it falling off and breaking the helmet. I was more worried about that than me falling and hurting myself. Putting around Zion National Park was awesome. I could keep an eye on the sights and an eye on the road. I was going slow enough. I didn't feel endangered by my choice to ride without gear. And stopping every so often to take in the sights was nice and easy without putting on and taking off all that gear. Some of the tunnels were an interesting experience. It was nice to get out of the heat. Even though I was stripped down further than usual while riding, the heat was close to unbearable. I was still in my riding pants. I pulled into the visitor center and the parking lot was full, but I took advantage of the motorcycle's small footprint and found a not really parking spot, just a place to leave the bike. Went into the restroom to change into jeans. So wearing jeans, a t-shirt, no helmet, no gloves, it felt really strange, but just idling through the park, I still felt fine. Eventually I got sick of all the tourists and heat, so I went looking for a place to get a small snack lunch and plan the rest of the afternoon. Just outside the park, traffic was crawling along and I saw a place that had potential as a lunch stop. I figured I'd continue on down the road and browse the rest of town, but the traffic came to a dead stop again, and I decided last minute to just pull into this parking lot. Well, here's this all gear all the time talk. Despite just being nice, slow going, crawling along, I took that quick right turn and almost got run over by a bicycle. I locked up the brakes, she locked up the brakes and screamed. I don't know how I kept it upright, but we avoided catastrophe, and she went on ahead and I pulled into this parking lot to go grab lunch. So inside the restaurant I grabbed the menu and ordered a club sandwich, then sat and enjoyed a pop, and in the air conditioning enjoyed cooling off a little bit while looking at the map I'd received at the entrance to Zion. I had read about Kolob Terrace online and was a little concerned that this road might be a little too much for me. The pamphlet said again what I had seen online, that the road was unimproved, had steep grades, tight turns, 4x4 recommended, and that it was impassable in the rain. But looking at the map, I saw that there was a reservoir up there, and lunch next to the lake sounded like a great idea. So despite all these concerns, I geared up with my helmet and jacket again and went for it. But we avoided catastrophe, and she went on ahead and I pulled into this parking lot to go grab lunch. So here I am in the editing room. Just got the kids to bed, spent a couple hours going through some footage, and I realized there's a lot more to day 3 than I thought. So we're going to break this one into 2, because especially want to share with you that I got less stingy with my capture and actually have some good road footage here going up Kolob Terrace and coming around the Kolob Canyon, and then some of the back roads too. So stay tuned.